Hello and welcome back to my channel, Glenn's Vinyl Records. Last video I showed 15 of my favourite Tone Poet releases on Blue Note, and today I want to do 15 releases from the Blue Note Classic series. The difference between the two is the Tone Poet has the thick gatefold glossy jackets with session photos inside, and they're different titles to what came out on Music Matters. They didn't repeat any of the Music Matters titles. Joe Harley said that they wouldn't do that, with the exception of the John Coltrane one, Blue Train. But what they do with the Classic series is they do a standard colour, no gatefold, and the titles they've chosen are all mostly iconic titles that they did do on the Music Matters label. So I'm going to show 15 of my favourites on the Classic series, and starting with this one, Eric Dolphy's Out to Lunch. This, as the title suggests, is out. It's very free jazzy and takes a few listens to get into, but has become one of my favourites because the performances are exceptional by everybody on here. Freddie Hubbard is on trumpet, Eric Dolphy, alto, sax, flute and bass clarinet. Bobby Hutcherson is on vibes, Richard Davis on bass and Tony Williams on the drums. So it's a great lineup there and the music is fantastic. So that's number one to start off with, Eric Dolphy's Out to Lunch. Herbie Hancock, I could have chosen a few different ones, but I went with this one, Maiden Voyage, which is a very good one. Also has Freddie Hubbard on trumpet, George Coleman does tenor sax, Herbie on piano, and Ron Carter on bass, with Tony Williams again on drums. 5 classic tracks: Maiden Voyage, the title track, Eye of the Hurricane, Little One, Survival of the Fittest, and Dolphin Dance, and they're all Herbie compositions on this one. Next we have Horace Silver Quintet, Song for My Father. It's probably his most well-known one of several that he did on Blue Note. The title track, Song for My Father, is where Steely Dan got the music for Ricky Don't Lose That Number from the intro of Song to My Father. They completely copied it note for note, so yeah, that's where they got that from. And on here with Horace, who plays piano of course, is Blue Mitchell on trumpet, Junior Cook on tenor sax, Gene Taylor on the bass, and Roy Brooks on drums. And that's another great one on the Classic series. Joe Henderson. I went with this one, Mode for Joe, and this one features Lee Morgan on trumpet, Curtis Fuller trombone, Joe Henderson on tenor sax, Bobby Hutcherson on the vibes, Cedar Walton piano, Ron Carter on bass and Joe Chambers on drums. So it's a large group, 7 members, but the songs here are fantastic. There's 3 Joe Henderson compositions, 2 by Cedar Walton and 1 by Lee Morgan, and that's a great record to check out. Next we have the iconic album by Kenny Burrell, Midnight Blue. Very chill, laid back, late night kind of music, with Stanley Turrentine on tenor sax on this one, with Kenny Burrell on guitar, Major Holly Jr. bass, Bill English on drums and Ray Barretto on conga. And that's a well-known iconic record from Kenny Burrell. Definitely worth getting this one. Larry Young, organ player, and this is his album Unity, which is also an iconic Blue Note record, probably in the top 5 of all time. It's just a quartet here, Larry Young, organ, Woody Shaw trumpet, Joe Henderson, tenor sax, and Elvin Jones drums. And what you notice with Blue Note is a lot of the players cross over from record to record because they either appear as leaders or they're sidemen on other people's records. So the names pop up quite a lot as you go from title to title. But this is great, Unity by Larry Young. Had to have a Lee Morgan record, and probably the most famous one of all, Sidewinder. This is a great record with Lee on trumpet, Joe Henderson again on tenor sax, Barry Harris on piano, Bob Cranshaw bass, and Billy Higgins on the drums. 5 tracks, the title one, Sidewinder, Totem Pole, Gary's Notebook, Boy What a Night, and Hocus Pocus. And yeah, another iconic Blue Note record, Lee Morgan's The Sidewinder. Hank Mobley, Soul Station. This is a really good one. Hank Mobley's best, I would say. And here it's just a quartet with Hank Mobley on tenor, Wynton Kelly's on piano, Paul Chambers on bass, and Art Blakey on drums. Fantastic record, Hank Mobley's Soul Station. Lou Donaldson, Blues Walk. This is a fantastic one. I like Lou Donaldson a lot as an alto player, and he did a few boogaloo type albums, but this one's straight ahead jazz, hard bop. Herman Foster is on piano, Pat Morrison on bass, Dave Bailey on drums, and Ray Barretto on conga. And that's a fantastic Lou Donaldson record, Blues Walk. McCoy Tyner, another really iconic record from Blue Note, The Real McCoy. Again, just a quartet with Joe Henderson back again on tenor sax. Joe Henderson's on so many Blue Note records, not only as a leader but a sideman on heaps of them. And anything he's on is good. So if you see the name Joe Henderson on any Blue Note records, highly suggest picking him up. So it's Joe on tenor sax, McCoy Tyner piano, Ron Carter on bass, and Elvin Jones on drums. And that's fantastic. McCoy Tyner's The Real McCoy. A record that's very expensive if you can find an original of this. They go for thousands of dollars. Cool Struttin by Sonny Clark, and it's a quintet here with Art Farmer on trumpet, Jackie McLean on alto, Sonny Clark on piano, Paul Chambers bass, and Philly Joe Jones drums. And it's just the 4 tracks, the title one, Cool Struttin', Blue Miner, Sippin' at Bells, and Deep Night. But great record, highly worth getting. Sonny Rollins, had to include one of his, and this one's Newk's Time. So on here with Sonny are Wynton Kelly on piano, Dave Watkins on bass, Philly Joe Jones on drums, and of course Sonny on tenor sax. It's a fantastic record, Newk's Time. Now an album by Tina Brooks, True Blue, and this is also very expensive in its original form, first pressings. They go for quite a bit of money. But Tina Brooks didn't do a lot as a leader. I think it was only about 4 records he did with Blue Note as a leader. And this is one of them, True Blue. On here with him are Freddie Hubbard, trumpet, Tina Brooks tenor of course, Duke Jordan is on piano with Sam Jones on bass and Art Taylor on drums, and that's definitely worth getting. Wayne Shorter, I almost put in 2 Wayne Shorter records, but I went with this one. I was tossing up between this one, Night Dreamer, and Speak No Evil, but I went for this one because I tend to play this one a lot more. The music is fantastic, it's dark, very emotional type music, but extremely well played and fantastic to listen to. Here he's with Lee Morgan on trumpet, Wayne is on tenor of course, McCoy Tyner on piano, Reggie Workman on bass, and Elvin Jones on drums. And they do Night Dreamer, the title track, Oriental Folk Song, Virgo, Black Nile, Charcoal Blues, and Armageddon. And that's probably my favourite Wayne Shorter record, Night Dreamer. Finishing up the 15 with Bobby Hutcherson, Happenings. This is a great record of Bobby's, and it's just a quartet, Bobby on vibes and marimba, Herbie Hancock on piano, Bob Cranshaw on bass, and Joe Chambers on drums. So it's all percussion basically, no horns or guitar on this, so it's a fantastic record. So let's finish this one look at 15 of the Blue Note classic series records that I have in my collection. If you like this video, please give it a like and subscribe to my channel. It really helps. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.